Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss whole numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but numbers starting from 0 and all positive numbers. Now, just as we have discussed closure property, commutative property, associative property for rational numbers, we are going to discuss the same for whole numbers. So let's start with closure property. You know that closure property have 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The property says that you take two numbers from whole numbers, right? And that if you add, subtract, divide or multiply, the final answer should be also a whole number. Okay, so I have taken some numbers. For addition, if I take two numbers 3 and 2, 0 and 7, if I add, children, the answer is 5 and 7. And 5 is a whole number, 7 is also a whole number. So you started with two whole numbers, you added it, final answer is also a whole number. That's why whole numbers are closed under addition. Now the next operation is subtraction. You take any two whole numbers. Now I have taken one whole number as 5 and the second whole number I have taken as 7. Now when I subtracted it, my difference is minus 2, right? But minus 2 is not a whole number because whole number will contain positive numbers and 0. Therefore, whole numbers are not closed under subtraction because the final answer is not a whole number. Now go for multiplication. Take any two whole numbers of your choice. So I have taken 0 and 5, which is 0. 4 and 7, it is 28. So 0 is also a whole number. 28 is also a whole number. So whole numbers are closed under multiplication because the closure property of multiplication says that if you take A into B, the final answer should be a whole number. Now let us see division. I have taken two numbers 5 and 8. If you divide, children, the answer is 5 by 8. But 5 by 8 is not a whole number. So what I can conclude, whole numbers are not closed under division because the final answer is not a whole number. Now let us discuss the commutative property. What is commutative property, children? Commutative property says that if you take any two whole numbers A and B, A plus B should be same as B plus A. Yes. So let us check for all the 4 operations addition. Okay, so this is my A is 1, B is 7. So A plus B is same as B plus A, which is same as 8, right? So that means addition is commutative for whole number. That means you change the order of the numbers and add it, answer is the same. Okay, now what about subtraction? Subtraction, you can see that if I take number 1 and 3, my answer is minus 2 and minus 2 is not a whole number, right? So when the answer itself is not a whole number, then there is no need of checking the commutative property. So subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers, right? Why? Because the answer is not a whole number. Also, children, if you try to do this, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and 3 minus 1 is 2. Again, it is not a same. Okay, but we need not do this because first we will stop here because it is not a whole number. So subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Now let us go for multiplication. Okay, multiplication. A into B is same as B into A is same as 21. 3 into 7 is same as 7 into 3 is same as 21. So multiplication is commutative. Now what about division? Division also I cannot do because if I do 5 divided by 8, 5 by 8 is not a whole number. So I need not check. Even if I check, children, you know that 5 divided by 8 is not same as 8 divided by 5 because the answer first of all is not a whole number and this will not be true for any number. Yes or no? So I will write here division is not commutative for whole numbers. Now we are going to take associative property. What is associative property saying, children? You take 3 whole numbers because it is whole numbers, right? You take 3 whole numbers. First you do operation with the first 2 whole number, then with the third number is same as operating on the second and the third number and then on the first number. That means what? Just see in all the 4 operations. Okay, let's do addition. So here what am I saying? A plus B plus C is same as A plus B plus C. So what I am doing here, I am changing the order of addition. So it is 7 plus 2, 9. Again if I change the order, again it is 9, right? So I can say addition is associative for whole numbers. Now let us go for subtraction. If you go for subtraction, you can see that, children, here if I take 3 numbers, okay, I have not taken negative numbers, I have taken 3 numbers. My first number is 1, 3 and 2. Now if I change the order of the operation, you can see that answers are not same. Okay, so A minus B minus C is not same as A minus then B minus C, because 1 minus 3 is minus 2, minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. Here 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So what I can say, subtraction is not associative for whole numbers. Now go for multiplication. Multiplication, how it is? 3 into 7 into 6. That means A into B then C is same as A into then B and C, right? So this is 126 equal to 126. So I can say here multiplication is associative for whole numbers. Now division we need not check, because we have seen that when you divide two numbers you don't get a whole number. So we need not talk about three numbers. So I have written here division is not associative for whole numbers. Children, now let us do the same set of properties for integers. You know what are integers? Yes, integers are nothing but set of positive numbers, set of negative numbers, and you have your number 0. Okay, so let us do the closure property. Closure property means what? You take two numbers in integers and you add or subtract or divide or multiply, the final answer should be an integer. Okay, so let us do one by one. Addition. I have taken two integers of my choice. One is minus 6 and 5. I have added, I got minus 1. Then I took minus 7 and minus 5, added it, I got minus 12. Now both are integers. So I can say integers are closed under addition. Children, you can take numbers of your own choice. Okay. Subtraction. Now I have taken two integers. One is 7 and one is 5. When I subtracted, I got 2. Again, I took two integers. One is minus 5. Another integer is minus 7. Again, I subtracted it. Answer is 2. So both the answers are integers. So integers are closed under subtraction. Same way multiplication. I have taken 2. One is minus 1 and 3. I got multiplication minus 3. I took minus 2 and minus 5. Answer is 10. So both the answers are integers. So integers are closed under multiplication. Now look at division. 3 divided by 7, it is 3 by 7, and 3 by 7 is not an integer, children. So there is no point in looking at the property of closure. So I have written here integers are not closed under division, because first of all the answer is not an integer, and you know that division is always not, here the division will always not give you an integer. Now let us do the second property, that is commutative property. Commutative property, what does it say, children? You take any two integers, change the order of operation of them, and you will get back the same answer. So that is called as commutative. So let us go for addition. So you can see here I have taken here minus 3, minus 2. Its answer is minus 5. Now I have changed the position. Minus 2, then minus 3. So again the answer is same. So I can say addition is commutative for integers. That means A plus B is same as B plus A. Now for subtraction, how will you check? A minus B is same as B minus A. So what are my two integers here? First integer is 5. Second integer is minus 3. Now I am going to subtract them. So here I am getting answer as 8. Now my second integer is minus 3. So I will put it in front. Right? Now my second integer is 5, right? That means, what do I mean, children? Here I am just changing the position. That means the second number here I have written here first. The first number here I have written here second. So it is minus 8. And you can see both are not same. So I can write here subtraction. I can write here subtraction is not commutative, because the answer is not same if I change the order. Now what about multiplication? You can see here A into B is same as B into A. That means change the order. If I multiply here, I am getting 3 into minus 7 and minus 7 into 3 as same. So I will write multiplication is commutative for integers. Now same way for division, children, when I divide, the answer itself is not an integer. Then there is no point in checking commutativity. So I have written here division is not commutative. Now let us check the last property for integers, that is associative property. Okay, associative property says that you take three integers. First you do operation with first and second, then third is same as doing the operation with second and third, then the first. Okay, so let's go for addition. So I have taken three integers, minus 2, 3 and minus 4. Okay, so now first time see, you can add it anyhow. You can add bracket here first, or you can add bracket here anywhere, no problem. So this time I am adding the second and the third. So what it will be, 3 plus minus 4 will be minus 1. When you add to the first, the answer is minus 3. Similarly, now I am adding the first and the second. Okay, that means a plus b plus c. So how it is? Minus 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 plus minus 4 is again minus 3. So you can see that addition is associative for integers, because a plus b then c is same as a plus then b and c. The same thing for subtraction. I have taken 3 numbers, integers, 5, 7 and 3. So 5 minus the second. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Now this time I am changing the order, changing the bracket. I am bringing it to the first 2. So it will be how 5 minus 7 is minus 2 minus 3. Again, answer is not same. So subtraction is not associative. Subtraction is not associative for integers. Okay, children. Why? Because a minus b minus c is not same as a minus b minus c. Alright, because the order makes a matter. Now let's do the same thing for multiplication. I have taken 3 numbers, 5, minus 7 and minus 8. First 2 numbers I have multiplied. So it is minus 35 into minus 8. So the answer comes out to be 280. Now this time I am going to do last 2 numbers multiplication first. So it is again 5 into 56, which is again 280. So answer is same. So I can say multiplication is associative for integers. Now division, again division will not be associative because the answer is not an integer, and I have always told you that in this case, as answer is also not integer, and this situation will always be not true for any kind of numbers, be it a rational number, whole number or integer. So division is not associative. Okay. Thank you, children. That's all for today. We have discussed all the properties for rational numbers, integers as well as whole numbers.